Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I wanted to discuss some of my favorite packing items. So if you guys want to see what I cannot live without while traveling, then keep on watching. I'm in the middle of packing for my upcoming three-legged trip. So we are doing a trip to Boston, a trip to Orlando, and a trip to Pittsburgh. I think I would consider myself a pretty proficient packer and traveler. I remember the first trip I've ever taken in my memorable life. I was 17. I went to New York City for the weekend and I horrifically overpacked. I had a Victoria's Secret duffel bag that had rollers on it. That thing probably weighed 75 pounds and I was in New York City for 3 days. I've been doing this for a little while now. I've really wanted to sit down for a long time and film this video. These are my travel must-haves. These are the things I will not leave my house on a long excursion without. I'll be sure to list all of the items down below if you are interested. When I travel, I try to pack everything as if I'm going to use it as a carry-on. A lot of the time, I try not to check a bag, A, because I'm cheap, and B, because I don't really need to. Obviously, I won't take you through packing everything because we would be here all night. It's 10:30 at night and I leave at 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. I have done a travel haul video for my vlogging gear, which I will link up here. This is about the personal items that I always bring with me, whether it be cosmetics, toiletries, things that just make my life so much simpler. I haven't actually taken this out in a travel circumstances. I have used it and I have highly fallen in love with it. And my travel suitcase that I use is the Away, the bigger carry-on. I do have the Away backpack. I have used this actually as my work bag for the past week or so. Really a big fan of this because it has so many pockets. It's heavy duty. It doesn't feel like that it's cheap compared to some other backpacks I've bought. When I first started looking at Away products, they were very pricey, but I think for the reassurance of the lifetime warranty that you get, totally worth it. The amenities that come with it are so underrated. They're just perfect for the frequent traveler as myself. If you're an international traveler, highly recommend this. One of my all-time favorite purchases I've ever made when it comes to travel is probably the travel wallet that I use. Can't even tell you where I found it, who suggested it, but this is an absolute lifesaver. Compared to other travel wallets that I have, it's just for the convenience of everything inside. This has a slot for your passport, which I've also sticked my vaccination card in there. It's a slot for several credit cards, ID cards, swipe cards, anything that you might need there. It has a location for cash, coin, a little key chain here, and also a slot for your pen. Hold your phone pretty conveniently too, and it won't feel like it's slipping out. Depending on the size of your phone, I have an iPhone 12 Pro Max. I remember traveling with my iPhone 10s Max and my iPhone 8. Never had a problem. I want to say I spent no more than $15 on him. Came in a plethora of colors. Absolutely obsessed. Depends on the kind of traveler you are. I'm very picky about my TSA liquids bag. It is from Kitsch, and this is the ultimate traveler set. I bought this for my trip to Greece last year. Totally love it. It comes with quite a few different options, and you can actually use this bag as your TSA bag, so if it fits in here, you're good. If you're in the market for reusable, because that's my biggest thing, is using less waste, less product, reusable bags, this is the one for you. I think it's without any question one of the best travel hacks I've ever learned in life is the convenience of packing squares. I think these have actually made a favorites video. Packing squares will literally change how you pack because you can literally designate a packing square for bathing suits, underwear, t-shirts, shorts, whatever. To the non-believers out there, just try them. Like, you don't have to have a rhyme or reason of how you pack things, but once you learn a system that works for you, it will change your game 100%. One of the very first lessons I've learned in traveling, especially international traveling, is you want to be comfortable. The biggest lesson I took away from our trip in Germany was my feet killed. So we are back in our hostel. We've officially logged nearly 11 miles today, total at least 26 miles in the last 3 days. 2.5 days. I can't feel my feet. I have blisters on both my pinky toes and I'm pretty sure they're gonna fall off. I vowed that I was going to find the perfect shoe. I will suggest these to anyone who's willing to listen. If you are a traveler, you need to buy yourself a pair of AllBirds. AllBirds are by far the best shoe I have ever worn, period. On period. These things are wicked lightweight. They fold up nicely if you want to fold them and square them away in your bag. They take up minimal space. They're really great in quality. They are recycled. They're conscious and eco-friendly, but by far, the most comfortable shoe I have ever, I'm talking ever owned, ever. I have worn my AllBirds through Iceland, through Prague, through Budapest, through countless weekends in Boston, countless weekends just walking around the mall. I wore them all through Greece, and I have never, ever gotten a blister. And we're talking hundreds of miles walked. I have had several pairs of AllBirds. These are my most current pair. These are the Tree Loungers. I think everybody knows the most common travel tips and tricks, but these are things that I never would have thought of if nobody taught them to me, so I want to instill my wisdom to everybody else. It seems like a really obvious thing, but I've had friends that kind of look at me like I have 7 heads when I say this. I don't know what your preference is, but for me personally, I will take several different options of payment. I'll always make sure I have cash on me, even if it's like $20. I will always make sure I have cash on me, or the local currency of whatever country I'm in, just so that way I can tip if I have to. I can pay something quick in cash if it's a mom and pop shop. Second of all, I always make sure that if I am traveling and I have several bags, to put the money and break it up into several locations. Hypothetically, you travel and you throw your wallet in your suitcase. I don't know why you would, but say you did. If you put your wallet in your suitcase and your bag gets lost or your bag gets stolen, you're stranded. You have zero money, you have $0, boo-hoo, what are you gonna do? Splitting up your money is one of the better ways to travel, just in case, God forbid, something happens, you get robbed, it gets stolen, you misplace it, anything like that. Always split up your money no matter what way you do it. If you wanna put a specific card in a pocket here, so on and so forth, just don't put your money all in one place. One of the biggest things I've learned is that it's okay to be an outfit repeater, that you only really need certain staples when you travel. A lot of the times I will only pack things that I know I am comfortable in and things that I know I can get away wearing more than once. Pack according to the itinerary. So if we have something special on top, we'll put it on top, and I try to pack it based on the days. Now, sometimes I know the weather doesn't cooperate, but a lot of the pieces that I do pack are interchangeable. Everything can be worn with everything. For the longest time, I always was somebody that said you had to look perfect when you were traveling. It's all about the experiences, less about what you look like. If you're gonna take photos, great. Make sure you feel good about them, but I promise you, you are not gonna remember what you were wearing when you do X, Y, and Z for cool activities. Another important thing that I feel goes without saying, but just had this conversation with my mom. Always pack your shoes at the bottom of your suitcase, and if you can, pack them in a separate bag. This is smart because this way you can reuse this bag as a dirty laundry bag if you don't have one, or if your shoes are dirty, muddy, filthy, whatever, and you put them in your suitcase, they're not gonna get dirty. They're just gonna dirty the inside of your bag, not everything else. So if you don't want to buy the hype of packing squares, which I think you're crazy if you don't, and you want to consolidate your space a little bit more in your suitcase, pack your socks and underwear into your sneakers or your shoes. This will help also in terms of just keeping everything together, apples and apples, oranges with oranges. I haven't done that trick in a while just because I have upgraded to using the packing squares, but prior, if you're only using a carry-on or something, it's a great idea to have. Just packing your socks, underwear, bras, etc. into your shoes. You don't want to be dressing in your parka and your heavy sweaters at the airport because it's kind of a pain with TSA, but wear your heaviest items so then that way if you are checking a bag, your bag won't weigh as much, you won't have to pay as much. So personally speaking, I really try to keep things compartmentalized when it comes to hair care, body care, all of those different things. I try to consolidate and keep things in organization with apples and apples, oranges and oranges. I am traveling and trying to think of the things that I need to pack. Literally what I will do is I will get ready for the day, or I'll get ready for the day. So if I grab deodorant, I know I need deodorant. If I grab body lotion, I'll grab body lotion. If I grab certain things to get ready from head to toe for a complete day, those are the only items that I'm gonna need. You don't need 17 shades of lipstick. Bring a couple nudes and bring a bold one. Love makeup and you want to bring 12 palettes with you, that's fine, but you run the risk of them breaking. But pack within your limits. If you know that you are not going to wear 20 different eyeshadows, then don't bring them. I know we all want to look fun and cute on our vacation, but in the same breath, if you don't use it every day, chances are you're not going to miss it while you're gone. Thank you guys so much for watching. I truly appreciate it. If you like my videos and if you like my content and if you like me, feel free to subscribe by hitting the button down below and getting notified when I post new videos. I've been wanting to make this must-have travels favorite product video for a really long time. It's been something that ever since I did that travel gear haul video, I wanted to do this. And of course, every trip is different. Something that I would use in this trip, I might not use on another trip, but these are my tried and trues. These are the products I go back to anytime I'm traveling anywhere. And these are the products that I love. I hope you love them just as much. And if you do use these products, or if you have other suggestions for must-have travel items, list them in the comments below. I'm always looking for new suggestions. I will be sure to list the website here, and you can find that at sarahlock.com, 2 H's, 2 K's. Be sure to list all my social media profiles down below too, so you can follow me wherever I might be. And yeah, it's like 11 o'clock at night. I leave at 7 o'clock tomorrow morning, and I have not packed a goddamn thing. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and go. So thank you guys again so much for watching. Take care. Love you always. Stay safe. Happy travels. And until the next time, we'll see you guys later. Bye. We're literally standing.
That was embarrassing.
I just had a stroke when I said that. We're just going to go for it. Just knock all this shit over.